Hello, I'm Don Groves from the Cinebuzz Club's Hollywood Buzz. I'm very excited because I'm here today at the Sydney's Park Hyatt to interview Sylvester Stallone, who's here to promote his new movie, Rocky Balboa. The first question I want to ask is, I believe his wife wasn't very happy when he told her he was going to make the movie, and why was that? Let's hear what the Italian stallion has to say.
Well, she was borderline hysterical, actually. She goes, we have such a nice life now. We have, people in society respect us. The kids are going to a good school. Why do you have to be like this fool? You'll make a fool of yourself. I said, you're too old to do it. I said, I get it. But I think there's a lot of people out there that can maybe relate to this story. And she says, but if it bombs, I said, well, it couldn't be worse than stop or my mom will shoot, right? So I know what bombing is all about.
Now, I think Rocky Balboa was the first time you'd been a director since Rocky IV back in 1985.
Yeah, right.
Why did you decide that you had to direct? Was it about creative control?
There's no one that's going to see it the same way. 10 directors, 10 different films, and the last few films I had done, we were just always at odds. You just see it a certain way, different camera angle, different lighting. So I thought, if this is going to be the last one, and if I'm going to go down in flames, I might as well be in the cockpit.
But when you direct yourself, is it hard to be objective about your performance and the camera angles and the whole look of the film?
Yeah, it is. And the only thing is, I try not to go for perfection, because you could be there forever. I think that actually a performance that is a little off, or maybe you're just not as framed properly, or the light is just not, it doesn't matter if you're really in the moment. My wife said the main thing is, what will make this film work is what you did in the first one. In the first one, you had naivete. There was no vanity. You didn't know what a good angle or a bad angle or lighting was, so you were just there. And as you become more and more professional, you start to know little tricks.
Yep.
And in Rocky Balboa, we just dispensed with all the tricks.
How long did it take to write the script?
This was a hard one to write. This, believe it or not, the last two scripts, this one and the one with John Rambo, really hard. The first one I wrote, Adrian was alive. And as much as I love her, she just kept complaining. She would say, I love you guys. You can't do it. You can't win. You're going to get hurt. And I go, where's Rocky's dilemma? Then I thought, if Adrian wasn't here, the thing that he loves the most, now you have a man who is at a crossroad. Can he start his life over again? And so many people, when you reach a certain age, lose, be it a parent or a brother or someone, a sister, the thing they love the most, and their heart dies with that person. Yep. How do you resuscitate? So that's why that script went through so many transitions.
The relationship with Little Marie is really sweet, and I think perhaps the heart of the picture. Were you tempted to make it a little bit romantic, or not, because you were still grieving for the death of your wife?
Oh, very perceptive. I would do take A, B, and C. Each one would be more and more romantic. And when I did my first cut, I used take C, which is the more romantic. And my wife goes, stop. You are now losing the females in the audience. I said, but Adrian's gone. She goes, no, she's not gone. Her aura and everything permeates. So that's where the female point of view was very, very good, because I cut back to where it was almost platonic. You assume that maybe in the future, because actually in the final scene, I had little Marie at the graveyard with me. And my wife goes, you can't. How dare you? I said, but I only shot one take with the other one, and that's the one I used in the movie. One take where I was alone. She was there every time.
The fight scenes were fantastic. Was it just greatly choreographed and clever camera angles, or did you really take a few hits?
We took a lot. When we got to the arena, and there's 9,000 people, I said, I have an idea on how it should go. Let's go from here to there to there to there. Now, the sequence of punches, let's just wing it. I mean, obviously you're not going to try to kill me, but I'm going to try to hit you. And if I do hit you, then roll with it. So what you see there is real, and I wanted it to be done in a way that if you pause it, you'll see it's a hit. There is none of those, like some of the Rockies where you misfight. No fancy angles, no head cams, no glove cams. And the second knockdown was a real knockdown. I didn't even see that coming.
Well, as you said in the movie, Adrian, we did it, and I think so have you in your life.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Kind. Thank you.
What a pleasure it was to interview Sylvester Stallone. When the cameras stopped rolling, he said to me he wouldn't mind if he never acted in a film again. I told him his fans would disagree, especially as Rambo 4 is coming up. I'm Don Groves for Hollywood Buzz. See you real soon.